Welcome back to the Anchor Down podcast. We're on season 2, episode 27.
27, ladies and gentlemen.
27.
You know, I'll start us off. Host Sam Gabarty.
And co-host Ian Larrabee over here.
Don't ever forget to do that.
Yeah, there you go. Look at it. Today is just a fine Tuesday morning.
Tuesday. It's warming up. The weather feels pretty decent.
It's a little rainy outside.
Little rainy, not bad. It's kind of clearing up. I'm liking it. But
we were just talking about how the birds are out chirping a little bit right now.
Birds are chirping. Grass is growing. Wow, that's a good bird noise.
Yeah, you know, sports.
Right.
On the go.
Can I start us off with prom? Did you
right
watch the Grand March or anything?
I did not, no.
You know, big working guy. You and this working. Chill out with the work.
It's on the app.
It's on the app, HPAD app. You can watch the Grand March. Went beautifully. The stage was beautiful.
Very nice.
All the teachers and helpers did an amazing job. Hands off.
I technically am on the prom committee.
Yeah, you do.
I'm like I think I'm the vice president of the prom committee.
So Zubich, Dana Lindstrom, and
yeah, they did
Larson. That's just a few names that do a lot for the school. And
Mrs. Kleist is big on the prom stuff as well.
They did a lot. It went really well. Prom was really nice. It was really well run. It was beautiful.
Was it?
The music was good.
Do you?
Dancing was good. Yeah, do you? You could feel that place shaking. Yeah, it was nice. It was actually really well.
Rad. Yeah. No, I did not go to prom. I was busy not going.
Going?
No, I decided. Thanks. I was working all weekend though.
Yeah.
It's kind of poor weather anyways. So
You should have came. It was a really good time.
Yeah, I heard that. A lot of people said it was cool. I still got another year to see if I want to or not. We'll see.
You better go next year. Quit with all this junk. You're not too cool for anything.
I don't know about too cool. It's just, Oh, well. But, yeah, I did see it was really cool. It seemed like a lot of people had a good time. Yeah, second year at the Do You nightclub there. Except last year, I guess it was like half of that space, right? It was half
they had
of
it open
and now it was like all the way open.
So it was a lot better. A lot more places to chill.
The restaurant area, like food, that was partially paid for by like the prom funds. Like they paid X amount.
There's like $4. You got like a $4 coupon. Every kid got one, and like there a bunch of them were just sitting on the table. You could have gotten 5-course meal.
There you go. Yeah, so it was. I heard it went pretty well though. That was cool.
Amazing job. Thank you to all the helpers and volunteers.
Yes, exactly. Moving into a little bit of sports, though. We got some sports happening now. Let's start off with track. Let's just start off with boys and girls track. They were at Rapids this weekend. I think that was on Saturday. I think it was Saturday morning.
Yeah. Should we jump right to the record-breaking relay?
Jump right in.
Yeah, I mean, it was the 4x4, right?
I think so, yeah. So Jory Anderson, Melina Sullivan, Tara Hertling, and then Jocelyn Strukel.
Yep.
They broke and then set the new school record for the girls.
Girls 4x4.
And of course, that's the team of girls. We're part of the team of girls that are on the cross country team that have helped them go to state 3 years in a row.
Yeah, exactly.
And are always doing really well in track and all of that. So it's kind of not really a surprise.
No,
they were just bound to do that.
That's the best part. It's not a surprise. Yeah.
Right. But that's really cool. I mean, hopefully they keep it up going to state-wise. That's the right
state,
placing and chances of winning even in certain events. That'd be really cool to see for them. And then now they have boys and girls have a track meet today, Tuesday the 30th. It's a home meet. It's at Cheever Field. Hopefully the weather stays decent enough.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the big one this Saturday.
Yep, this Saturday the 4th. It's the Doc Savage Invite, which is at Cheever again here.
Oh, huge. A lot of teams at that one.
Right, that's kind of Hibbings. That's like their big track meet of the year.
I feel like every sport kind of always goes to like one big meet in Hibbings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's always like the big hockey, not this year, but normally they did like the Christmas tournament.
Right, the tournament. Yep.
The basketball Christmas tournament. There's just always a big
one thing that you've got to be known for.
Yeah,
right?
I don't know.
Wrestling, we don't have it anymore. We used to. Yeah. Wrestling, we used to have the Hibbing duels, and it was 2-day tournament. It was awesome. A big tournament, big deal. We don't have it anymore now.
Why'd they quit doing it?
Well, between the changing of coaches, a few years back, and then it was just kind of a little bit difficult to keep it. Like it was Woj's thing. Woj loved that. Like that was his baby pretty much. Like he loved hosting that duels. And then it was also sometimes it's hard to get teams to want to drive all the way up to Hibbing. When there's especially for wrestling, there's just always competition down in the cities happening, and
Always, yeah.
But yeah.
It's every sport. There's
Yeah,
always
every
something going
sport.
on down there. Yeah.
Speaking of that, the tennis team, so the boys tennis, they were supposed to go yesterday to Cambridge Isanti for a match. Weather was kind of cruddy.
It was really cruddy.
Really
They had
bad.
5 or 4 matches last week, and
Yeah.
from what I heard, they did pretty well. Yeah.
But then last night they made it down. They started going down there and it got canceled, postponed. But they I guess they went to Gordy's at least. They went down and got some
Why even
grub.
go? I mean, it was already.
Well, it was something I guess
I knew it
like
was
they.
cold out.
The courts were wet, but it was maybe the weather was getting a little bit nicer down there. So they were like, well, we'll start driving down maybe. We'll see how it goes. And then they got, I don't know, hour, 2 hours down there pretty much. And they're like, yeah, no, it's not happening. We're turning around.
Burger, fries, and a shake. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's not a waste of a Monday evening.
No, that sounds like a great Monday to me.
Better than sitting at home practicing.
Yeah, I agree with that. Or working at Herbs.
Or, man, after working all weekend, I was
Sandwich artist.
ready to go home, man. After the weekend, I was sore and tired. I just don't work till tomorrow, though.
That's good. Little break.
Then we have softball, the girls' softball. They're doing really well this year. The softball team they're doing well. They beat Proctor last week on Tuesday. That was a home game. They beat Proctor. I can't remember the record. I asked one of them the other day, but the record is I think they only have 1 loss, maybe 2 losses. I know they lost to Rock Ridge, but that might be their only loss. They might have one more. But then now today they're at Duluth East. It's down there at Duluth East 4:30. And then this weekend on the 4th, they're going to have a tournament at Becker High School starting at 10 a.m. Not totally sure how many teams are going to be there, but
I'm not sure,
a little bit of a bigger tournament down in the cities. I'm sure that'll be good for them. Yeah, so keep working hard for them.
Yeah, good luck to them.
They're doing well.
1 loss. That's a really good record, man. I know that Ani Bobin, she's got to be captain, I'd assume.
Yeah, Ani Bobin and I think it's Ani Bobin, Grace McDowell.
Maybe like Jenna Saklamuska.
Oh, Jenna Saklamuska. There you go. I think those are the few seniors on the team. I don't know if they're.
Yeah, there might be a couple more, but.
Yeah, but it's a solid team. Then I think there's 1 or 2 like 9th grade girls, 10th graders that are on varsity as well. So they kind of have a couple young girls, but they're good on the upper ages as well. Pretty cool. Solid
awesome.
team.
Solid team. Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Got some golf. How's golf going? Big golfer over there.
We're not going to talk about how I did, but
Sunny and Slats.
We had quite the meet this past Friday, Saturday, because we had a hole-in-one. Ethan Sunvall.
I forgot
hole
about that.
Hole-in-one. Hole 8 at Pokegama. It was unreal. I've never heard of a hole-in-one at a meet. It's pretty rare.
It's pretty impressive. That's a pretty cool thing. It was par 3, right?
Not only that, he got, and he got 3rd in the meet, which there's like 120 kids, I want to say, which is really good. He almost got first by 1 stroke. Yeah, maybe if he got holding on a par 4, he'd have been there. But
yeah.
Then Andrew Slatton got 5th. He was right there. And then Drew Buzzy and Gavin Schweiberger, they did really good as well. The team ended up 2nd.
What about Timmy Ranta?
Yeah, to me, Timmy, we were some schleps out there. We're not gonna talk about it too much, but
still solid.
It's all right. It's still part of it. Someone's got to be the locker room guys. We'll be there to do it. And
being the caddy for Sonny and
that's all it is. I mean, and we got 2nd, which we lost to Bemidji, but they're a section above us.
Really,
so
you guys got 2nd overall?
Yeah, 2nd out of 20 maybe.
That's solid, right?
Yeah,
there,
really good. The team
you guys have been doing pretty solid though.
Yeah,
You've
we
had
got
just a couple meets though.
Our biggest opponent will be Cloquet at section.
Right. Yeah, they're the leader. Who would have guessed Cloquet would be so good at golf?
So good at golf.
It's so
good
strange.
at golf. And but if we can get these young kids to play like they're playing, man, we're the shot at it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool
really
though.
Cool, yeah.
I was looking last Friday when you guys were at Pokegama on 7th hour. Heidi was showing me the your guys' little app or whatever we were looking, but this hole-in-one, we're like, that's crazy.
It was so cool.
And then I think on day 1, maybe we were looking, it was like hole 14-ish or hole 12 or whatever. They were only 3 over at the time. Like, that's pretty.
Yeah,
they
played really well. They shot. I think Sonny went 74, 75.
Yeah.
Slat went 77, 74, something like that.
That's wild. That's just impressive.
Yeah, really good golfers. They live up there, man.
Right, yeah.
They golf a lot. Pays off.
Andrew's golfing year-round.
Yeah,
he's doing like online school.
Yeah. It's really cool.
And then now you guys have a meet tomorrow, right?
I mean, tomorrow we are in Superior at Namaji, which is, I want to say it's like there's like 3 or 4 9-hole courses, so it's kind of, we'll be playing.
Really?
We'll only be playing 18, but I'm not exactly sure which 9s we'll be playing.
Yeah.
So like some of them are good, some of them are kind of dust.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's a
Yeah,
really
it
cool
does.
course though. I've seen the lake and the ball.
Oh, is it right? Is it nearby there?
Oh yeah, it's right on the lake, and it's so cool because like,
That's cool.
say there's like a slant like this, like what gravity is just so weird. The balls still go towards the lake.
Really?
Yeah, you can't trust your eyes. It's so
Huh.
weird, so weird.
That's pretty cool.
And then we have another 2-dayer this Friday and Saturday at the Quarry, which
There you
is
go.
Giants Ridge.
You like the Quarry?
Oh, I love the Quarry.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful course.
It is. It really is a pretty nice course.
Well,
out
kind of,
there.
we'll get to see how we're really doing because there'll be some sections teams there. You know, it's
suppose.
at the sections
Virginia.
course, so
Yeah.
it'll be a big meet.
Yeah, and then the girls as well. They're doing all right. They had one meet last week.
Yeah,
and
they've had one
You guys
meet.
are going together
Yeah,
tomorrow.
and then JV boys is going on right now. Let me.
JV boys is going on, and then
I'll
I
check
think
the
did we
scores
maybe
quick while
talk
we're
about it that
talking here.
there was that one 7th grade girl that was on JV.
Oh my God!
that
yeah, she's
shot
so
what's
good.
she shooting like
102.
Yeah, 102.
Which is really good for girls,
Especially being a 7th
She
grader.
won the
that's-
meet. Yeah.
Yeah, that's impressive. And then I think Blake on
Blake
varsity,
Swanger. Yep.
she got what she shoot like 100 last
She shot
week.
100 last week. Yeah. So. Yeah.
So yeah, pretty solid. Few top girls there. Then the team, there's like Kate Tui, Ava
So
Bugales.
the boys are doing okay. So yeah, not some decent scores going on so far. Yeah, we got Dawson Peterson 8 over through 7, and Dylan 6 over through 8. So yeah, they're doing all right.
There you go.
Check the scores.
Gotta
quick.
check them. You guys, it's kind of fancy. You got the little app.
It's
that
cool,
shows them.
yeah,
I don't know
it's
any other
cool.
sport that really has that.
Yeah, it
you
is
guys are
cool.
entering them in. Like, do you have to pull up your phone then? while
Oh
you
yeah, after
shoot
every
them
hole,
and-
you score for someone else, and they,
Right.
yeah,
No cheating.
it's
going
cool.
on there.
Yeah, no cheating. Hopefully, you never know.
Hopefully, you're not buddies with the kid you're with.
Yeah, you get the occasional cheater, and it's just it's like why are you
Ruins
cheating?
it all.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Who are you impressing?
No, no one,
Right?
no one, exactly.
But now moving on, we have baseball going on here. Turn this thing on. Keeps shutting off. But baseball, they had a couple home games. Their first home game, and then they had another home game last week. I wish I knew how they went.
Baseball.
I'm not totally sure.
Yeah, I can't say I know much either.
But I do know that they're playing tonight at Greenway,
Yeah,
which
Marble.
6:30. It's
In Marble
Like, field
against
is Marble,
Greenway.
but against Greenway.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. You drive up into Marble, and
Yeah,
it's back.
that
We got some
little town of Marble.
fields, and then tomorrow, Wednesday, they're gonna have a doubleheader down at Wade Stadium in Duluth. That's a
cool.
really cool stadium to play. When I played, we went there. I think one time while I
You
was
used to be in
playing.
baseball.
I used to be in
didn't you?
baseball.
7th, 8th grade.
7th, 8th, 9th grade. I think
Wow.
last year was my first year
What
not
made you
playing.
quit?
Some
Coaching?
reasons.
No coaching or
There's
what?
there's some coaching, and then there's just I wanted to work, and it just
Yeah,
it wasn't
that's-
the same as it used to be.
Yeah.
Like sometimes with high school sports, if kids if they want to have a future in it, they start acting a little bit differently. Things start going a
they
little
start
bit differently,
going
right?
To
If
sweat. When it's
Yeah.
like, if you ever had any future in the sport, you would have been going sweat in like 7th grade.
Right.
Like, no reason to try hard now.
yeah.
Like you're not gonna go.
Especially if you're not going to be like,
JUCO,
if you're going to be,
D3, it's
if you're going to be like rude about it, or you're going to kind of just be
Yeah.
not fun to
just
play
to
with.
go
it's
pay to
just-
play. It's
yeah.
like, see ya.
No, thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. I agree.
But yeah, there's I'm not even totally sure. They've still got so many kids though. There's a lot of kids that in that kind of like 9th to 8th grade areas where they usually fall
Yeah.
out if they're not totally committed to it.
yeah, that's any sport, man. Yeah.
Right, where it kind of gets serious. But yeah, so that's cool. They're going to be playing. Hopefully, they can get some wins here going on. I'm not totally sure what their records are.
I have no
this year. I
clue.
wish I knew. I don't really talk to many baseball kids. I don't even know that I have many
Can't say I do
classes
either.
with kids in
I have none.
baseball.
I have 0 with any baseball kids.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't
I
know.
think they were 1-1 last week.
No, they're 1 and
Maybe
1.
we
There we
went
go.
1-1
1
last
and 1.
week. Last week, at least. Those 2 games.
Well, you know.
And that's junior varsity in Marble tonight, sorry.
Oh, JV and Marble tonight. Our
Just
bad.
JV.
We got misinformation.
Maybe senior varsities too. I don't know. I
Maybe.
don't have that schedule. So.
Yeah, that will be something.
We're 3 schleps here with the baseball going on.
Baseball, I'm sorry.
We don't know nothing about
I'm sorry.
nothing. Our bad. We'll be better.
It's
next
all right.
week.
We'll be better next week. We promise. We'll have it all down. Is there anything other sports?
No, I think
Turn
it's it
this
for
thing on
sports.
once
Next
more.
week, we have the band concert
Band
on Monday.
concert. Yes, sir.
We will be performing our what's it called? What we did? The
Contest?
contest. Our
There we go.
contest pieces.
Contest pieces.
Which they're kind of cool. It's fun.
Kind of cool.
They're really
I think
cool.
They're really cool.
I always like to play like kind of more well-known songs for the spring concerts. Just kind of.
We had our Disney concert. Though.
I know, but it's just
Disney
fun.
No, I think the Disney concert in the winter or whatever was a cool time.
I agree. They're really cool songs. They're really hard.
But these songs are I love all of them.
Me too.
I guess maybe Into the Storm's a little bit.
I just like
I have a little bit of a
looking at it from like a perspective of sitting in the auditorium. Like I don't know.
Although
it's really cool, but it's cooler to like when you know
will
the
say
song.
It's kind of cool at the end of the year. It's like in a concert band where you can really play. Like we're playing the one piece is very difficult.
Very difficult.
Well, I think it's like a grade 4 piece.
Grade 4 out of 5.
Which out of there's only 5 grades, and we have a grade 4, and it's a solid piece. I mean, like 4 pages long.
Yeah.
And it's so cool though when you get all the instruments sounding right, and we have everyone just playing together. It is such a cool. Whether you know the piece or not, it just sounds so cool.
It's taking a lot of work though.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's hard work, but it seems like I don't know. I think it's gonna end up pretty well. We're sounding very good.
I think so too, man.
Slightly biased, we might be.
Just a little bit.
But we do recommend everyone goes next Monday to the concert, 7 p.m. It'll start. It'll just be it'll just be 7 through 12. So
7 through 12. Yep. So it'll be a little bit smaller than
But everyone plays more music.
Everyone plays one more song.
Right.
So yeah. Goes a little.
I just talking about that. I just had a dream the other night. I forgot about this. I had a dream the other night that like all of a sudden Mr. Berg was handing us like a bunch of music that we had to get ready and play for the concert. He was like handing us like just pieces after
getting
pieces.
us dialed.
Like, we have to play more songs. I don't know why I just thought of that.
That's weird. All right.
Other news too. We have So as we've talked about before, and we'll continue to talk about the Hibbing High School. They're celebrating the 100th year anniversary of the
school auditorium, kind of everything. Yeah, just total. And there's a new website called Hibbing HHS 100.
Just HS. No, HH. Just Hibbing HS 100.
Just Hibbing HS 100. Yes. Well, that's
because why would it be?
That's
HHS?
why I couldn't get on there. HibbingHS100.org.
Yeah.
And it's kind of just a little preview of what's going on this summer, July 6th through the 10th, 13th, something like that. Yeah.
12.
And I know they're trying to get Bob Dylan here, but I mean, we'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes.
There's a couple of, like Kevin McHale and maybe some other Hibbing athletes coming and some singing and Hibbing alumni band, which maybe I'll make an appearance there.
Maybe you can, yeah.
Never know.
That's for the parade.
There'll be a parade. There'll be a parade going on. I mean,
on
the 13th, which is that Saturday, or Sunday.
Yeah. I'm sure there'll be a choir. I'm
sure the Northern Lights will do something.
Okay.
But yeah,
there'll
so
be a
there's
lot.
gonna be
no one really knows.
Every day there'll be something going on around town at the high school. There's tours, there's performances.
I mean, why not? That's awesome.
Yeah, it's super cool anniversary. Not many places get to celebrate that, especially right now. Especially like at this time of in 2024, saying they got 100 years.
It's got only high schools that's 100 years old.
But so there'll be more information just coming out closer. We kind of get to that, and for sure dates or times and performances.
Oh yeah.
But just keep looking out. I'm sure they're still taking assistance if you have
if you want to help out or have any ideas, they would. I'm sure any of them will ever hear what you have.
But go look at the website there. We have what else is going on, man? We've got.
I think that might be it for around town.
You think so? There was the.
That's it. We talked about prom. We talked everything. We could talk about one thing. I hope everyone's got their brooms because we had a sweep 2 nights ago in Minnesota.
It was in Phoenix,
first, still. The first pro sports sweep in Minnesota history.
Ever.
And no one else to do it besides the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And it was their first time in 20 years making it past the
first round. And it was amazing.
It was so fun.
It hit so different watching them win that game.
Yeah. I made a point. I'm like, what night would that have been?
That would have been
Friday,
Sunday.
Sunday night?
I thought Sunday night. Yeah.
Oh, maybe it was.
Sunday night.
Whatever day it was, I made a point to I don't care. I'm staying up and watching.
Yeah, me too.
I watched
stayed
it.
Up. I was
And especially the ending, because it was kind of close.
It was
a little
close,
bit there.
but
Then they started
away.
picking it up, and it was good.
Anthony Edwards, man, he is the face of the NBA
Anthony
now.
Edwards
He's so good.
So
he's 21,
23, I think, maybe
22, 23.
Yeah, there you go.
He's so good.
So impressive.
And that big three of
But then it's
Cat,
not even him, right?
Rudy,
you have
Nas,
Cat, Rudy, Nas,
Mike
Jaden
Conley,
McDaniels was doing
the
good.
whole team is just so good. Like they're just so well rounded.
That's why, I'm
Nas
kind of
got that six-man award.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nas Reed,
Nas Reed,
six-man
six
award.
man, and
Rudy
then
Gobert, defensive player of the year.
and then Chris Finch he took third place for
Basic
coach of the year.
Which Chris Finch ripped his patellar tendon because
Oh,
he
that was
went
so
down
rough.
hard. That was tough, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm confident for them against the Nuggets,
Against
just
Nugs, dude.
because.
The Nugs are good, but like
If you-
it's
But you got Jokic. Jokic is carrying the team by scoring
Yeah.
half the points
You got
every game.
Jokic
But if they
and,
can continue playing where everyone is scoring a good amount,
scoring
everyone
like
is
this,
doing
yeah.
their job,
Best
playing
defensive in the
defense.
league,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think they've got that
You
in the
put
bag.
J-Mac on Jokic, and you got Rudy in the paint and everything.
Yeah, that could be some
That'll
right
be
there,
something.
man.
I'm
I'm
so
gonna watch
excited.
those games.
I think it starts
no doubt.
in 4 days, May 4th. That's when our first game is.
Yeah,
So that'll be Saturday.
yeah, because the Nuggets just beat the Lakers last night. 4-1, and then, yeah, it was so cool though. Such a cool moment for Minnesota. We, not the best sports always usually.
No, but a great week for Minnesota.
Great week.
NFL draft, we got our guy,
Yeah.
J.J. McCarthy, with
There you
the
go.
10th pick. Had a couple good trade-ups. Quessy, he did really good.
Yeah.
Our GM, yeah.
Yeah, that was an interesting one. I didn't really pay too much attention.
No.
I looked at some the top picks. Other
I
than
was
that, I didn't
watching.
really care
It's our
too
first
much.
real franchise quarterback in forever.
That will be
You can't count Christian Ponder. He was horrible, but honestly, I think it's our first franchise quarterback that we drafted in.
It'll be interesting to see how
years.
he goes.
And
then
I
you have
even
the-
like the defensive player more. He was
Who's that?
Dallas Turner. We traded up to pick 17,
Oh, really?
and he was a lot of boards had him ranked the best defender in the draft.
Really?
And we got him at. He's a defensive end out of Alabama.
Oh, I did see that actually.
Yeah, we
that
got
edge.
17.
Yeah.
He is a beast.
Yep.
The kid is so quick and he's huge too.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Needed.
he'll be filling in Daniil Hunter's spot pretty well, I hope.
I'm curious to see. I'm not the biggest Vikings fan, but there is just a little. There is always that little part of me just being a Minnesotan that you
I'm
got.
a
You
huge
gotta.
Vikings
you
fan.
gotta be somewhat of a
was
fan for your home
bowling on
state.
Thursday night, man.
Yeah.
I loved it.
But it'll be interesting to see how McCarthy does. And then, dude, what about the Falcons picking up Michael Penix?
Falcons, yeah, taking a quarterback, even
After
though
they
just drafting Kirk.
Just signed
Whole
Kirk
world
to
was
the
shocked
largest
by
deal
that.
ever.
Did you see the owner in there talking to the GM?
Mm-mm.
Oh, he was just chewing him out. He's like, "What are you doing?" It's just you could just tell it's from the footage. It is just weird.
Yeah.
And then, the Twins are on an 8-game win streak
Yep.
against some bad teams, not tough teams, but
They swept the White Sox
Swept the
last
White
week,
Sox.
and then the Angels,
yeah,
and then now they're back playing the White Sox.
yeah, maybe sweep them
One
again.
more today.
Yeah, so they got another game here tonight,
So yeah, that's
today.
I'll be 4 games out.
and then they're back up. They're back up to a winning record though. That did
Yeah.
help them. They went from I think
Carlos
last
Correa just got injured. I just saw. He's
Did
been
he?
out 16 games, I think. So
Dang.
yeah, for a good month.
16 games. That's like a week, dude. They play so many games.
It's
They
gotta be
play
at
so
least
many
3
games.
weeks, but
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, that's pretty
Play
cool.
well.
The Timberwolves, man. I'm just so excited. That's so cool.
So excited, man, to watch this next series.
I was looking at buying a ticket for that
If
for
they
that
go,
Nuggets game.
if they're in the NBA Finals, man, me and my buddies decided.
I'll go buy. I'll drop money to buy. A
Come
ticket.
with.
I will. I
If
will
it's
drop
$600
money.
to get in the door, I'm
Don't
going.
care.
Don't care, exactly.
Yeah.
Money comes, money goes.
Honestly, where are the finals this year?
The finals for.
Oh, there. Yeah. My bad.
thinking of that.
Basketball trips me out sometimes. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
sometimes
saying?
it's only NFL that has a designated final spot.
And wrestling for the
Yeah,
for like other for
WrestleMania.
college stuff. Yeah, but no. The finals. I've talked about that with a couple of people. I'm like, yeah, that's just you can't miss it.
You can't miss
just
that,
feel like
man. You don't see
it's
that
worth
often.
it's worth the money at that point.
I
That's
agree.
a memory you're gonna
Couldn't
have.
agree more. Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully they keep going on. Good luck to all of our sports teams coming up this week. And
Passcode.
yeah, there you go. What are you looking for, bud?
Well, let's see if there's anything else. Is
Oh,
that
I don't
it?
think
Is
so.
that all?
Boxing's on Saturday.
Boxing. We have boxing this fine Saturday, starting
Fine
at
Saturday.
4:00.
Memorial Building, Iron Range
Yeah.
Boxing. I can't say I've ever watched boxing in person.
No?
Have you?
I think I have. I think I saw Golden Gloves once, a long time ago.
Really? There you
Boxing's
go.
cool, man.
It's cool.
Yeah.
And Sunday is the fundraiser for the Boys and Girls Club.
Yep.
Oh yeah, then we've got Sunday.
Yeah. Guns and hoses, baby. This fine Sunday. What a name for
What a
the
name.
kids.
The police versus the firefighters.
It'll be November rain will be just ripping in the background.
Yeah, that'll be at Cheever Field this Sunday, a fundraiser for Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah,
It's
so-
pretty cool.
Yeah. Good luck to all the sports this
Yeah.
week, and
We'll see you next week on Anchor Down Podcast, I'd reckon.
yeah, let's hope.
For over 25 years, U.S. Bank, located at 211 East Howard Street in Hibbing, Minnesota, has provided office and studio space for Hibbing Public Access Television. We are thankful for their ongoing support.